Okay, so that's my little project of my clock, because I unfortunately it fell down once, so I used to have a here potentiometer to set the contrast, but of course it can be done by the potentiometer at the back of the display. I see this green is a bit more greenish than is in real, because in real is a bit more yellowish. But anyway, I want to show you. You can set by this potentiometer the backlit. Of course, in the better light conditions, it's really highly visible, so I do really like. And in example, I set it this level for the night so I can see it easily. Here is the RTC based on DS3231, I guess. Sorry for the mess at the back. And that's the whole wiring. And here's a so yeah, here's of course this experimental still, and so here we have the time. It's very accurate because it keeps, I think, I think 60 seconds plus or minus per year, but in extremal conditions, so when it will be 0 centigrades or plus 40, so in the middle, you know, when in my room is around 20 centigrades, the accuracy gonna be like a plus or minus, I guess, 3 to 5 seconds per year. So I can turn it off and turn it on again, because this clock is backed by this little lithium ion cell. So it's very accurate. I do really like it. Of course, it's still the develop stage, so I'm gonna change it anyway. I have a hope, because they claims this RTC gonna change the time from the winter to summertime. They save light, yeah, that's how it's called. This clock should knows it gonna be changed at the end, at the last weekend of the March. So we will see. Of course I can check it manually, but I'm too lazy to be honest to change it by myself and see how it's gonna change, because it keeps really nice the time. What else is, of course, in the future I would like to put some buzzer to make an example every hour, the beep. Then what I think as well to do the buttons, which I can use to set up the alarm, set up the time and date. How I said, because the accuracy is really high, but anyway I want to do it basing on this it's not ESP 8266, is what's that? Let me to read it. Yeah, ESPW room 32. So it does have in its inside the Wi-Fi feature, so I can connect it to my Wi-Fi and then update the time and date. Or I consider to get to plug the GPS, which is not too expensive, but the problem is inside in the buildings, because it's not the signal is not the strongest. There's another thing which is a DCF, or there's a British version. So there's a some transmitter which sends the signal with the time and date, and it's very accurate as well. But how I said, because it's a very accurate little tiny chip, I can show you how that looks, because I killed it in the past. So that's how it looks. Here's the backup battery, and here's the chip itself. It's really tiny. It does have a temperature compensation. you can read the temperature, but the temperature is not most accurate, because they says plus minus 2 centigrades. So reading the temperature in room is quite, in my opinion, is not too much accurate. But yeah, that's my clock. My idea is I can show you an example. Here I have a battery. That's a AA battery, so that's how it looks when you compare it. But I want to make it on bigger display, but I don't have issues to read it at night, so I do really like it. Of course we have here the day of the week, so because it's in Polish, so it means Thursday, 8th of March 2018, and the 2nd. Of course I'm gonna still work out the colon sign because it's too close. That's the biggest font which I found on the library, and yeah, I do really like it because I made it by myself. Kind regards, and I have hope I'm gonna see you quite soon. Take care, bye bye.